starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host Superman in the house, and hope everyone is doing well out there, because we're going to have fun today covering the markets and give a few little insights into some of the things that are coming down the line for PulseChain. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So without further ado, let's get into it. But first of all, smash out the repost as well. I'm in a slightly different studio today, so things are a little bit looking different. Can see I got my red color there on the Crypto Night Show. So there we go. I thought I was able to update everything, but just the way that goes. We're doing two shows today. The second show is going to be interviewing with the RhinoFi team. Of course, they're a combat token on PulseChain, have a awesome 28-day Pulse treasury that recycles every 28 days, and it's looking pretty good. So we're going to meet the team there. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys that are in the Rhino community enjoy that. That's coming up later today in about 3.5 hours, I think, 3.5 hours from now. So it's the second live stream today. And we may have another team coming up soon too, another heavyweight. So we're bringing on some of the big teams on PulseChain onto the show. And so we might have another one coming up very soon as well. So keep your eyes out for that. And without further ado, though, let's get into the results for the market. And let's get into the stock market. Let's kick off with that first and see how we get on. All right, let's go. All right, we've got the stock market today. S&P 500 shrugs off NVIDIA to slip to close higher. So obviously NVIDIA slipping a little bit there. We've got Dow Jones at the moment up 1.4% again today. So really terrific results. I mean, it's been pretty good. Nice little recovery there. I mean, look at that strong. This is the monthly chart. We've got a nice recovery from 45,750 to 47,100 now. And so that's a nice little climb back. You know, the all-time high was up here at 48,250. So we've still got a bit of work to go there. What's that, about 1,150 points or something? We've got the S&P 500 up almost 1% as well, 60 points to 67.65. And you can see also on the chart that has come up from 6,600, and that's now at 67.65. So that's up, what's that, up about 140 points. The NASDAQ there as well is up 2/3%, 153 points to 23,000. So that's climbing back as well. I think we record out at about 24,000. So we've still got about 1,000 points to go for the NASDAQ. And obviously with NVIDIA down a little bit there, that's pulled that down somewhat. US dollar is popped below 100. We're at 99.75 versus the trading partners. That's down 1/3% today. So there we go. But another green day, 2 green days this week. Let's take it. So if we look at the weekly, you can see the weekly charts up and up there. So nice. All right, let's go to, in fact, we're above the, a week ago, which was last Tuesday, right? The 18th of November. Let's go to the commodities. We got West Texas right now. I'm just going to put that chart back in the monthly. West Texas at the moment at $58, down 1.4%. So even over the last month, you can see the oil price there just declining, which is fantastic. And in the last year, and of course, Trump got in around the 20th of January. Oil price was up around $76, and we've just been essentially downhill all the way since then, with a bit of volatility in the mix. So yeah, $58, pretty amazing. Trump doing absolute great job there. We got $62 with the Brent oil, and you can see that's also looking pretty good in the charts there, and that's down slightly today. Gold at the moment, 4,165. And of course, you can see on the year chart up top here that would peaked out at what, about 4,400, somewhere in that ballpark. So it's just down from there, but is at 4,165 today. Silver as well, $51, and that is looking good also. We're expecting these to continue to rally through next year and potentially through 2027 as well, as the golden age of America really pumps out there. So we'll keep a lookout for that. All right, what else we've got going at the moment? So let's scroll down here a little bit here. I'm not going to go through the stock details, but we want to get to the economic news, and that is that September retail sales showed slowing growth. And of course, we saw that the results were a bit lower, so we're going to scroll down a little bit further here. Retail sales rose 0.2% in September, a slowing from the unrevised 0.6% gain in August. and economists polled Reuters had forecast rising 0.4%. So a little bit low on that front. We got a scammer coming in with the thing. Not on that channel, but let's see here. If you're a moderator on one of the YouTube channels, if you can delete that, thanks very much. All right. So I think it's on Superman Crypto or PulseChain X. So probably Superman Crypto. So what we got here, we've got the report originally due in mid-October was delayed 43 days, and so that's the retail report. A far from robust but still steady consumer and a broader growth rate on track for 3% suggests little justification, let alone a sense of urgency for additional policy concessions, at least through the end of the year. So this is kind of saying, well, we don't really need another rate cut, but of course we do. This is a very short, narrow view. Because we've still got inflation around 3%, and we've got interest rates at 4%, so they still need to converge. Still, the odds of a December rate cut remain unchanged at 80%. Now, here's the big news coming up on tomorrow, guys. This is tomorrow. So we've got the PCE price data coming tomorrow. This is the preferred Federal Reserve inflation gauge. It's coming on Wednesday. This is the last big inflation number. This is going to be very significant tomorrow. So expect that to be a big deal there. And I'm about to. Sorry, I'm gonna have to just take your time. I've got no moderators in the house at the moment, so I'm gonna have to go and delete it all myself just for a moment. We should probably play some elevator music or something. But let me just deal with this. Let me deal. One moment, caller, as we say, and say goodbye. Say goodbye. There we go. Goodbye. And then we're going to have to switch over to some of the other channels. That's what happens when you're streaming on multiple.
The world's first titanium nonstick pan.
And it's not that channel. Or maybe it is that channel. Let's go to this channel. And bam. Channel. Or maybe it is. Yeah. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Goodbye. All right. So that's goodbye there. Let's see if they're on the other channel as well. We'll switch around. Normally moderators would do this, but they're a bit busy today.
The world's first titanium nonstick pan.
Let's see here. Let's see. That's the last one, guys. Last one. Just double checking. Let's see here. Not on that one, so not aware of that one. But anyway, they're gone on those. All right, so let's get back to the program. We got Crypto Dan House. Their scammers are relentless. They are indeed. You got to be careful out there, guys. They're out there everywhere on every platform, but they do different techniques a lot of the time. Anyway, let's get into the rest of it. So, yeah, inflation PCE data is coming out, guys. That's the big one. That's a biggie tomorrow. That's Wednesday. It's not Wednesday results. So, keep a lookout for that. Could move the markets quite a lot. So we'll see what that looks like. Let's go to Fed Rate Monitor. And we're 2 weeks and 20 hours away from that. So 10th of December. So this year, that PCE data tomorrow is the big one. 81, almost 82% of the market expecting 25 basis point cut. And that makes a lot of sense, right? We're 1 percentage point above the inflation rate at the moment. So that's pretty important. Now, if we go to I don't know if I've got the economic calendar here. We're up top. And we got that PCE data coming this week or tomorrow. Let's go tomorrow. And let's go. You have to hit the filters here, but let's go USA. I don't know why we've got all these countries. I just wish they'd have United States at the top. It just makes sense, It's a bit like when I go on a lot of sites. You have to select the language as well. Why don't they just geolocate you or use English? Because English is international language. It's so annoying, guys. It's all these wokesters, man. These wokesters that run everything. It's just annoying. So yeah, we'll have to clear all now. Clear all. Thanks very much. Now we go English, United States. There we go. All right. So let's hopefully that's enough. So yeah, we got the data in here somewhere. Where is it? CPI. There it is. CPI. No, it's CPI Brazil. Where is it? Where's this? PCE. It's in this list. I probably have to filter it more. I've still got these other countries. I'm sure I only just picked the USA there, which is kind of sucks. Why is it coming up with everything else? Inflation. Let's just do that. Hopefully that's apply. All right, maybe I didn't push that button. And it's thinking. All right, so we got we do. There we go. So 10 o'clock tomorrow, apparently. The GMT -5 or something. So core PCE price data coming. Forecast 0.2%. Core PCE price data for the year 2.9%. So let's see if we can do better than that, or at least the same. Better or the same. And hopefully that will feed in. If it's less, of course, that's helpful for even higher. Probably move to 100% rate cuts, right? So that's kind of coming in tomorrow. All right, we spent a little bit extra time, but that was all right. Everyone knows how to use the filter now. There we go. All right, so we're going to get back into the crypto market. So big news tomorrow. That is on the stock market. We're waiting for that PCE data, which is CPI and PCE. PCE is the main one. It's broader economic measure of inflation. So let's get into crypto. Crypto didn't have a good day like the stock market, though. It's the stock market having green, but the crypto market is not quite there yet. Not ready to run full on yet, but it is down 1.3% at 3.0 trillion. So 3.0 trillion there. In fact, let's go to the big screen, shall we? Let's go to the big screen there. 3.08 trillion, and it's down 1.3%. We've got Bitcoin at the moment, $87,500. We're just going to round it up. Down 1.3%. Ethereum is down 0.3%, $2,950. XRP is down 2%, $2.20. BNB down 1%, $860. Solana down 0.5%, $138. Tron is down 0.6%, 27.5 cents. And then number 10 is Doge. It is up 0.3% at 15.3 cents. So Doge is the only one that's green. And that's a best performer in the top 10. Best performer over the last week has been, I think, XRP. XRP is only down 1.6% for the week, so almost flat, $2.20. Top performers in top 100. We've got Rain, which was doing really well yesterday. That's doing really well today as well. 120. Well, it's still holding up anyway. 124. Sorry, it's down 3.5% today, but it's up 124% this week. Absolutely jumped into the top 100. Casper there, number 78, is second best performer, up 14%. World Liberty Financial up 9.7% at number 36. Number 4 is XDC, up 9.4%, number 100. And then Quant there, up 7.7%, sitting at number 83. So those are top 5 performers in last week. Top 1,000 gainers, ETH 6,900. Up 98%, Tommy up 83%, and Wojak up 81%. They're our best top 1,000 performers. And then trending there, we got Monad, Rain, and Urus. Urus? Irish up there as well, trending. All right, so that's kind of the markets there. Now, I wasn't going to go through all the rest of the charts that we have been doing the last couple of days, just because, it's slightly down days, not much to say about it. So that's where we are right now. We've still got a few days in November, though, don't we? Still got a few days in November. And what's that? What's it, about 5 days, is it? 5 days? I think so. Yeah, 5 days. 5 days to go. Maybe a little bit more in America. Slightly more in America. We're ahead by 1 day, so it's always trippy. Always trippy. All right, should we get into PulseChain? Let's do it. So PulseChain right now, day 928. And we're ticking our way through there, 928. And we got the price at quadruple 0189. So, down, we were sitting at 1950. And now we're at 1890 with 4 zeros in front of it, down 3.3%. So no real recovery there. We didn't think we'd get much of a move during the base rate sacrifice period for the ProveX. Just volatility at the moment. No, we're seeing probably what we would expect to see, which is a pretty flat price up until we get up closer to the 2nd of December, when we're going to get potentially a bit of a D-Day, and maybe that's the bottom. Maybe that signals the bottom. We shall see. PulseX there at the moment, quadruple 0125, down 3%. The buy and burn sitting at 8.16%. Ink token at 70 cents, down 5.6%. And then we've got Hex on PulseChain, PHEX at 3700th of a penny. What a steal right now, down 6%. And EHEX there just dropping a little bit to 1200th of a penny. Combined price, EX and PX, just below half a cent at 49.6. So 4900th, or was that 40? 400, yeah, but let's just go 4900th of a penny. All right, combined. That's the combined price. So pretty good, entry price at the moment. That's kind of like a no-brainer, as we would say. Gas prices at the moment, 200,000 beats, 1 cent for a PulseX swap, or 1/10 of a penny, for a PulseX swap, 74 pulse. Valos at the moment is 52,384, so a big jump there, big jump. So it's a jump of about 180 or so around that ballpark from yesterday. So a big jump there for the validators. Why not? Pulse is so cheap to get at the moment, 32 million. We also got quite a few protocols. Must be at least a good half a dozen or more, is there? Protocols that do some sort of validating, delegating. So they're particularly vouch, of course. So the bridge at the moment, 82.5 million. So I think was yesterday 83.4, 83.6, something like that. So we're probably down about 1 million or something. So 82.4, but of course EHEX dropping as well is a big part of that, from 1300th of a penny to 1200th of a penny. That's kind of where we are really at the moment. Let's jump over to the PulseChain bridge. Well, this is a snap. We're going to get a new snapshot in an hour or two, probably about 2 hours. But yesterday's snapshot was 64,000 negative. That's not as bad as what we've seen. The day before was about 1,200 or something. And then before that was like 250,000 or something. So yeah, we've had generally net losses most days, but they haven't been particularly huge. So yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. Let's see if we can get a capital reversal. We just need to get through the ProveX sacrifice and everything else. Looking at volumes at the moment, 6.1 million. We've been super low on volumes. Weekdays have been like the weekends, so it's been indistinguishable there. And so we're at 6.1 million at the moment of 24-hour transactions, 282,000. And of course, we know that to some degree we're getting capital sucked into the ProveX vortex, although it does appear, based on CryptoSolve's analysis, that there's a lot of new capital going in there too from Ethereum. But certainly that would be, if it's going into ProveX, just even if it's siphoning a little bit every day, some days more than others, that's taking away capital that would pump PulseChain. That's kind of, I guess, some of the rules there. Let's have a look at the best movers at the moment. So Vault 369 on the move for Fast Abdul, and that's up 31%. Been around for 29 days. We're looking forward to the launch of that. As far as I know, it's going to be the first multi-collateral, multi-chain liquidity fork in the world, and that's cool to have it on PulseChain, or at least the genesis from PulseChain. And that's at 0.0057 at the moment. So had a nice little pump over the last day. And let's have a quick look at the chart, I guess. That is the 4-hourly chart. So let's have a look at the weekly chart. Daily chart, sorry. That's the daily chart there. And we can see the RSI is pretty friendly at 48. So if it gets a bit of news, could really run away, couldn't it? Could do. And could be one of the tips of the day. With a magical twinkle. That's what it's called. It's called magical twinkle. All right, so that is Vaults right now. We got Whale Bay. That's been around for over 9 months. That's been pumped to up 29%. And that's been still going. Look at that market maker coming in there and pumping the heck, along with a lot of other people. So that's the daily chart there, doing pretty good. It is well oversold. The RSI is very hot at 92. So if you are holding it, you'd probably want to sell it now. Is that another tip of the day? Obviously, do your own financial due diligence, but that looks like a sell signal to me. Let's have a look at the 4-hourly. Yep, looks pretty much there. So but the daily is pretty concerning. You can decide. I don't know if there's any particular news about that. Whale is the main token of the ecosystem, following the club's hold in 55555, which we saw the other day. Related also to Space Whale, Bank, and Willy. All tokens work together for Whale Bay. And so that's it is created by Humpback, the Humpback holder there. Anyway, that looks like a sell signal to me on the old chart there, barring something that we don't know. It's something we don't know. All right, so that is that's one there as well. So we've had a buy tip and a sell tip today, but obviously not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. We got the Humpback holder there that were associated with the whale. That is up 13% as well. I guess we might as well have a quick look at that too. That's been on the up and up. Now look at the volume manipulation on the sites here. I don't know what events are causing those, but yeah, that is the hold one. P Tiger from Crypto Tiger, is it Tiger, the influencer on X, sort of a rising influencer on X. P Tiger, he's up 10% almost today. Let's have a quick look at his chart. Now he has apparently a pretty tight community or team of bros that are promoting and all that, and it seems to, I mean, apart from the sell-off here, which is probably inevitable to have a little bit of a sell-off, it's going from strength to strength. So his crew does seem to be pretty tight at the moment, so that's kind of cool. So P Tiger on the move there, so up at a quarter of a penny right now. We'll keep a look out for that 2.2 million. I'm not sure what the holder count is and everything else is like. That is doing pretty well. I haven't applied the RSI. You can do that if you like. Now we've got also with the whale, we have the hold and the 5555 club, so it's all related to each other. Let's have a quick look at that one too. They seem to be dominating at the moment. And yeah, getting a little bit of volume in there and pushing that up as well. I'm not going to apply an RSI to that one, but there it is. That's on the move. 9mm exchange. Nice to see one of the top utilities on PulseChain up there, up 6%. Remember, 9mm is the second biggest DEX, and that is up 6%, which is kind of funny because I don't know if the volume is 700K. Remember, we're doing about, typically does around about $1 million, so 700K on lighter volumes. That's probably pretty right there. Let's go back and see what else is going in. So they're up. It's at 66/100th of a penny. Let's have a look at the. We do have an RSI on here, but we'll have to go to, the daily is coming off 30 and it's rising up to 44. So that's slowly creeping back up. Got plenty of room to move if it wants to do a bit of a runner. Although it's kind of a bit of, it's more of a TA thing, I think, as opposed to the markets repricing PulseChain. PulseChain gets repriced, and this will get dramatically repriced, right? Because it is the second biggest DEX. We only really have two large DEXs and then the two balancer forks at the moment. That's going to change in the future, but that's where we are right now. All right, so that's kind of cool. We got the world's greatest PDI printer from the OG WebChef at $1.83, up 4.6%. We got DevCoin there, number 8, up 4%. Unity still holding up a little bit there, almost 2%. And that's what would be day 100 now, would it, on Unity? It probably is, isn't it? Day 100. Let's see. Let's test my memory. Test my memory. Day 100. Yay, day 100 there, guys. So day 110, remember, is the fractal is going to be called. That's in 10 days away. And that is the end of phase 3, what I call phase 3, and then the beginning of phase 4, which is kind of like business as usual. And then, we'll just wait for, obviously, the buy and burn operates and everything else. And we'll wait for the rest of inflation to come out, as well as the next big project that is going to benefit Unity and Taurus from cryptographics. And of course, that was developed, the brains of it was developed by largely by cryptographics, and the actual development there from Brandon, formerly Rags to Riches, who's launched a lot of projects with his development team. So that's Unity. PEN is up almost 2% as well at the moment. Source on Minimal, which is going to be migrating to Solana as we understand it by the end of the year. That's their target, at least. That's up 1.7%. So if you do buy it, you can follow them over, and potentially that gets moonbagged. SCADA at the moment up 1% from Nuclear Supply. And let's have a quick look, see how that's going. Actually, that's at 0.3 of a penny. It's starting to rise back up there a little bit. It's got plenty of room in the RSI. 4 hourly there. Yep, plenty of room. So it's ticking away there. Pretty cool. From the next supply team. UFO from PDC the Greys, the first DAO on PulseChain, up 0.25% at the moment. 50 is 7,800. And that's not looking too good at the moment. And look, I just have a feeling that, obviously the markets are down. So could, obviously we go get a recovery there. It might get a lot of people going back in. But I do feel like they got quite a bit of competition from Vouch. It kind of feels like the play. Let me know what you guys think. We got D1 in the house. G'day, gents. Good to see you, D1. Welcome to the chat. And we got property review as well. Good info today. I appreciate that. Big shout out. All right. So, that's kind of where we are right now on the old UFO. Let's see what else we got going there. Sparta with the Hex DAO and the rest of the treasury, I think. That is flat today at almost 2 cents. Let's have a quick look at that. That's 2 cents there. Now, if Hex recovers, of course, that might recover quite nicely. Although a lot of the treasury is not even in the Hex anymore, is it? So there we go. That is the chart, looking a little bit ugly right now, but it is that's there. We've got surgical trainers sitting flat today as well, $1.03, almost a PDI STM to $1, but it is $1.03. And everything else is slightly out of the money. Everything else is slightly red. Peacock was doing well yesterday, but that ended up getting a little bit of sell-off too. RSI probably on I think it was the 4 hour. The daily's not hot, but the 4 hourly was getting pretty hot. So you can see on the daily, the RSI is only at 50, and it actually had a nice little rally to 1391, and I think it actually just got a 1400 on the intraday. I think 1425. So that is just on the push up there. Now we know that, of course, Peacock is the one that's been championed by Liberty Swap, and this is on the way up there. So Liberty Swap also, we'll talk about them in a minute, but they were also teasing quite a few other things about it as well. So we have got Railgun coming. So let's quickly pick off into Liberty Swap and have a quick look through a lot of the details. So good morning, back to work, they say. And that was today. Overnight, our team deployed another version of our new contract on testnet and has been testing it carefully. This Thanksgiving, the members who live in countries that do not celebrate the holiday will keep working to move the roadmap forward. Railgun is going to change PulseChain for good. There we like that. And you've got the little laptop there, PulseChain and the Peacock, and Miss Liberty there. So that's kind of cool. Right, so that is pretty neat. So let's scroll up here. I'm going to read all of these at the moment, but just going to scroll up here a little bit. Gerardo, of course, another large influencer, also the founder of Mintra and many other protocols at the moment, is saying PRC20s bonded with Peacock pumping more than the cause today. Of course, that was before the slight sell-off on the old Peacock. Probably nothing, and of course got all the popular ones there: Zero, Zendog, Rich, Mint, and others there tied with the Peacocks. They were doing pretty well. What else we got going? Scroll up the top here. So 52 minutes ago, this is brand new. And sometimes the best ideas pop out of freedom discussions, so they got that in there. Anyway, Peacock is a privacy-focused coin now. And what else we got there? Buy the Peacock, they say. So that is some of the cool stuff there. Now, this was a big post that they did yesterday. We got another scammer back again. Have we got any moderators in the chat there? Got another spammer back again. I don't know if we've got any moderators in the chat there right today at the moment. You're right. Let's switch this back again. And he's working overtime today. It's Superman working high overtime. Switch this back again. And let's see. Controlling. All right, where does that go? Oh, I can't even see it on here. Actually, it must be on another account. It must be on the one that is still not banned. And that's on that one. Yeah, we're about to go there.
Build a website you love with Wix.
We got the feedback there. We're about to go there. We're going to deal with it. I mean, we haven't had spammers for some time, so it's been, you almost forget about them. Deal with it. Say goodbye, spammer. There we go. It's gone. Gone for good. Must have hunted it, because I said there was another one he hadn't found, and then he decided to go and hunt it down. Aren't they little? That's what they like, eh? That's what they like. Anyway, we got rid of him. We got rid of him for good. He's off all the 3 channels now. All right, so that is that. I think we'll leave that one. All right, so let's get back into it. So yeah, Peacock is much larger in purpose and demand than Liberty Swap. Any buy order from Liberty Swap is small compared to the natural market demand for Peacock. Peacock is designed to be the coin that an entire set of protocols and applications can build around. So this is a pretty big, what are they talking about? Obviously, we know there's a lot of support with the LP pools. There's over 225 LP pools, and many of the pump tire teams have started to set up around them. And of course, Liberty Swap's got the bridge and the swapping and the multi-chain. They got Railgun coming up as well, and the wallet and everything else coming. It is the asset that they can buy back, support, and optionally burn. So maybe they're aware of some third-party protocols coming, right? Maybe they're aware of that. So we shall see. Let's switch around here. I think I have to switch over to my other account as well. Looks like they've come back. So I'm going to do that. They look like they're harassing me. Right? Let's switch around here. I think I have to switch over to my other account as well. Looks like they've come back. All right. Switch over to my other account as well. Looks like they've come. So let's have a look here. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. All right, there we go. All right, so done good work today. Let's jump into it. So what about here? It is rare, silly, and valuable, reliable, high demand, and hyperinflationary. It is backed by multiple businesses across the ecosystem, not only Liberty Swap. So there we go. The bird stands on 3 pillars of strength: meme culture and community power, technology and revenue from multiple protocols, a store of value that grows stronger over time. So that was from them today. And everyone's pretty happy about that post. So that was pretty popular, so you can see. They say it will be funny. It will be so funny to see the bird get adopted by more protocols. If a solid perpetual DEX on PulseChain picks it up, the buyback and burn cycle will be insane. Oh yes, $10 basically programmed in. So they're really hyping that up and pretty excited about that. So maybe they've had a few conversations as well. They know, in addition to the work that they're doing, which they've got a pretty big roadmap, that other protocols must be, looking to them to do some stuff as well. So that is from Liberty Swap, and the bird there did pretty well overnight. So it's got a very good local high here. So 7,800 a penny, and it's only days away, right? Days away from the railgun coming. So that's the planned, I think, for the 28th. Is it? So about 3 days. I think it's 3 days away. What else is down here? We've got Vouch down here right now, down 3%. Obviously, PulseChain's down, so regardless of it's doing more. Actually, we might go check to see whether it's whether they've done some more validators, because we did see that jump today in validators, right? Let's go see whether they were the ones that did it. Not 10 hours ago. Nothing showing there at the moment. Yep, so not clear there. So yeah, that is Vouch right now, and we can see the chart there on the daily, just flattened out for the last sort of 5 days at 4 zeros, 2,000, almost 2,100. So the RSI is pretty oversold there too. So probably looking pretty good there actually, as it finally found a bit of fair value at this current price level of Pulse. And maybe rally from there. We're going to keep a good look out. The RSI and the chart horizontal support looks very possible. So kind of cool. We got OL Drippy in house there. Good to see you. All right. Looking good. Let's switch around here. Let me switch to. All right, so that is where we're sitting at the moment on the chart. Let me just quickly
Build a website you love.
the wrong one there. All right, the wrong one there. And went to there we go, bam, and bam, and bam. All right, cool. Yeah, spammers I think they're being clever today. All right, so that is that. We got one more on the other channel too, no doubt. Switch around over there. So that is the chart there on Vouch. Let me try to switch over to one more.
Hello, sharks.
And we're going to go over here.
Hello, sharks.
All right. And goodbye. All right, so that is where we are with the Velch. So we'll keep a look out for that. Let's scroll down a bit further here. See what is down a lot today. That would be, let's have a look. We've got Firewall down here at the moment. 9,267. James Maria's Teddy Bears are down here at the moment, down 7.8%. SolidX at 72 cents, down almost 6%. Time dividend, after hitting 100,000 downloads, is sitting down 5.4%. Obviously, with the markets down and with capital flowing into ProveX, probably not surprising at the moment, but these can all reverse pretty quickly when we get a bit of a turnaround on the old PulseChain value. So that's the play there. All right, cool. I got a little trick here going on. All right, so that is pretty much where we are at the moment on all that. But we're going to go into the ProveX sacrifice and do an update on that. Just let me set some stuff up here first of all. What was that one? That was over here. Okay. And we're going to have to set this up here. I can't believe we've got no moderators in the chat today. Doing some of my own moderations. They're getting spam attacked. They probably sit watching, laughing at themselves. It could be just auto-botted, but sometimes they're actually actively watching. All right, so that one's clean. Switch around, and we go one more. I'm just setting it up so it's much easier for me to delete. And bam. All right, getting there, guys, getting there. Just setting up so I can auto-delete. All right, so say goodbye. There we go. All right, so I'll be able to deal with that pretty fast now. All right, so let's move on. And we've got the total sacrifice at the moment is sitting at the following. And that is at, we've got about 51 minutes to go in the day on day 8. We're counting down day 8, which is actually day 14. So we've got 7 days to go after this. So we're going to be having our week countdown to D-Day, which is that final day where the base rate is at $1 for 10,000 points. So we're slowly ticking away there. And once we get off there, will that be the bottom of the PulseChain, presumably? Or at least, maybe not the bottom in price, but certainly it could be. We'll see. And then we ratchet up out the other side there. So we had $4.6 million so far in 14 days. And we've got 91.5 billion points at the moment, 6,074 sacrifices. So that compares, to about 50,000, 48,000 for PulseChain, about 105, 10,000 or something for PulseX, something like that at the moment. Top leaderboard is the Buckamentals pooled sacrifice. It's called ProveX Pool. Buckamentals there, and that is $2.3 million now. So it's gone up about, about 70,000 today. So not a little big jump today. 57.5 billion billion points. And they got a multiplier for the volume bonus at 2.5 at the moment. This is before we see anything from OAs or anything do any activities, right? So it's before all that. And we got the second wallet at the moment, 70,000. The third wallet, 64,000. And then we've got a couple 50,000s, 40,000, 330s, and a 22. So we've got one bigger account. So we have had the other account get pushed out from the looks of it anyway. Number 10's 22,200. So those are our top 10 wallets right now. And that top one is the big public pool run by Buckamentals, the PH team. That's pretty much it. Let's go to the total dollars. So out of that $4.6 million almost, 3.4 million is from Ethereum, 900,000 from PulseChain. So we're heading towards $1 million on the old PulseChain, and that's all capital that would otherwise have been used to pump PulseChain, right? So so that's all happening on PulseChain side. So we click on that. So all that stuff there is continuing to go through, right? So we can see the money there going in, being sucked into ProveX. So, it's dampening down the old PulseChain effect, let alone selling. We've got BSC at the moment, 69K, base at 48, Solana 41, Arbitrum 32, and Bitcoin around 15. Those are our top ones there. Monero is creeping up though. It's almost probably about the past Bitcoin, 14,700. So there we go. And our bottom three, still nothing on those yet. So that is the play. Oh, even see the, see that. All right, cool. All right, so let's jump away from there. That is the ProveX there. But I did have one more comment from, I wanted to pull up from Rack and Rochelle, who, is a wild card. Is he going to come in? Is the Hex Goldwell going to come out of the blue as well? There's people like that out there. Or maybe just those two. Maybe just those two now. And we got a little comment here as well. Rackham says that number one sacrifice pool, talking about the Buckamentals one, the ProveX pool. I'll be surprised if it survives the top 5 in the next 8 days. I mean, it's quite a big statement there. So I'm not sure whether he knows the number of teams that will be participating there. But yeah, that was interesting. He didn't just say survive number 1 spot, but actually survive the top 5. Now, obviously, maybe he's including Richard Hart's OAs or something like that as well. But Hex Goldwell himself, we'll see, or maybe some consortium players that he knows. We'll find out. That is it at the moment for that. So I thought we'd talk about that quickly. So that is the ProveX sacrifice with about 47 minutes to go, and then we're going to get into the week to countdown, 7 days. All right. So we did have some other news as well coming up. So we'll talk about that. So we've got some other news. Let me just check the channels, make sure we're all good. Yeah, so we've got some news out today. So Tetra, obviously everyone's been waiting for this. This is a pretty high-end protocol coming to PulseChain. It's going to democratize the smart contracts, and people will be able to use it using nodes and connectors, as I call it. Now, I'm familiar with nodes and connectors from using Blender 3D software, but this is kind of how you can do interact here, and it's going to be pretty cool. We got breaking news: a Tetra demo video just released. Launch is closed. Tetra and of course, congrats to Stu, the dev. Now, obviously, this has taken a lot longer than people expected. I think something like 2 years. It's had a number of changes in strategic direction, things like that, from Web3 to downloadable. But it's definitely back now. So I got them straight away this time. I'm set up to absolutely get them straight away. They're coming. The spammers, that is. Tetra demo video exclusive. I want to express my deepest gratitude, says Stu, to everybody who took the time to recount the Tetra journey. So I want to thank everybody, everyone who has shown unwavering support in the main chat. It means more than you know. I'm sharing a short silent video that demonstrates Stratus operating on chain, pulling data, running command line processes, and more. Please enjoy it for what it is, and please respect my time. Comes to questions, one of the main reasons I hadn't shared this earlier was the concern it would trigger a wave of can it do this, can it do that questions. So take it at face value for now. Study it and checks what's happening on screen. The reason I'm sharing this now is because we're close, very close, and the pieces are in place, and the other EVM chain testing is going great. It feels like the right moment to show a glimpse of what all this blood, sweat, and tears has been given. When I first shared this privately with Red Squirrel and Neil, it naturally raised questions there. So yes, let me deal with the scammers again. Deal with them. All right, see you later. Hey, we got Geezer in the house. Hey, good to see you, Geezer. You're the best. I appreciate that. Big shout out. Geezer's in the house there, and Geezer is on the Kryptonite show, which is kind of cool. All right, so yeah, enough. That the simplest solution was to give them a full live demo. No live public demo, don't ask. I'll admit I was initially frustrated by the silence, but after 24 hours, everything sank in, and the significance of what they had seen assured them that Tetra truly is everything I said it would be. Finally, I want to thank the entire community for the support you've shown throughout this journey. Without you, we simply wouldn't be where we are today. Genuinely hope that Tetra gets the adoption, and I think it will get, and we will all enjoy that success. Video is above. So that is the video there, and you can see the whole video there. I'm going to post a link to this in the chat there in case you want to check it out. So that is Tetra. and Tetra demo. You can check that out. It's a demo. Now, this is, as far as I understand, I don't think there's anything like this in crypto that I'm aware of. Don't know all the techie, geeky things out there, but this is really a big deal there. Most informative crypto show. I appreciate that, Giza. Thank you so much. So yeah, this is the video. You can see there's all these nodes, what I call nodes and connectors. So they could be, contract functions, and you match them up with other functions like math functions. And logic functions and things like that. So there's lots of things that you can potentially do with this. A simple idea is just doing like limit orders, but I think we're going to see some pretty fancy stuff come out, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get a few influencers, a few community people build up audiences around just using potentially the software, which is downloadable to your computer. So you can see how it's just got nodes, and then it connects them up with the little wires there between the different functions. And this is a pretty popular way of running things. So yeah, this could really pretty cool. A lot of people, if you've just got a little bit of intuition, a little bit of maybe logic background or whatever, you'll be able to use this pretty well, and it could be pretty powerful. And interacting with the blockchain. So really cool. So you'll be able to interact with liquidity pools, pricing, all sorts of stuff. I mean, it's going to be really neat. So keep a look out for that. Pretty awesome. So probably no wonder it's taken so long. Yeah, with the small team as well, but looking pretty good. So yeah, excited about this. Now, this is also going to be opening up Signum Oracle. Signum Oracle is going to rely on the software too, and therefore this could be pretty exciting, right, moving forward with the old Signum Oracle. So that's the Tetra demo there. Check it out, and don't forget to share it around as well. This is groundbreaking stuff at the frontier of DeFi on PulseChain, and it will be multi-chain from what I can tell with the EVM testing. So yeah, pretty awesome. It's coming. It's getting close. Almost there. So very cool there. And of course, that's going to open up Signum. And of course, once it opens up Signum, the Oracle, it's also potentially going to be opening up Pusd Algo, right, which is our next bit of news. So that is the video there. You can see it playing in the background. It's about 6 minutes long with the demo, but definitely check it out, and you can watch it interacting with that. Now, there's no audio, but you can see it's pretty fancy. I mean, look at all those nodes and connectors there doing some pretty fancy stuff. So pretty cool. Yeah, exciting stuff, man. And yeah, could see some interesting applications there. Now that's going to be opening up Signum Oracle, which will be the next Oracle after Fetch Oracle, and that potentially will open up Pusd Algo. So talking about Pusd Algo update, everyone asks me all the time, what's the Pusd Algo update? Well, we got one here, and it's more of a teaser to an update that's coming. But PulseChain is on the move with top tier protocols starting to flow, like Tetra. Signum's coming. Pusd Algo updating is coming out soon. So this is the first update we've had for a very long time. I'm thinking, I think the last update we kind of had was like March, if I remember rightly. And then before that was like January, like a proper update, not just a casual comment here and there. So I think this is pretty awesome. So we're now in like the end of November. So it's been a long time coming. But I can understand why, right? Because we hadn't had Signum Oracle come out, which is it's two requirements at least for Pusd Algo that I'm aware of. One is the Signum Oracle, which looks like that's coming soon, and because that's going to be pretty quick after Tetra, maybe within the same day, maybe within a couple of days from Tetra, probably a couple of days, let's say. And then the other bit is, of course, the collateral value, and of course that may be reliant on the ETH value. And I've always talked about maybe if ETH gets up to 7K or something like that, maybe that's adequate amount of collateral. But maybe Jacob's been working on other things as well. And we've heard little mouse. I always say little mouse, but little birdie, and that's a better word, isn't it? Little birdie tell us a few things, but not tell us stuff. It's like almost telling us stuff and not telling stuff. Anyway, so Jacob there put this out on the 24th, so that was 2 days ago now. He says, we have an update for Pusd Algo coming. We will publish early next week. Stay tuned. And it's got exclamation marks there. So that's coming out, and that is on next week, guys. So for all those that sacrifice with Pusd Algo, that looks awesome. Now, you also know the other big ramifications from that are huge because we are excited about it. Jacob's all about pushing the frontier of DeFi and GameFi as well, obviously with the Mafia game. And this could be the first algorithmic stablecoin in the planet that actually works, and that itself would be significant. It's a bit like the Liquidity team doing the Liquidity. protocol on the Ethereum and how successful that's been with something like 35, 40 forks of that. This could be pretty mega, and we know that he's going to probably use CCIP, so the cross-chain protocol for multi-chain, and so it could have an omni-chain aspect to it as well, where it's primarily based value all gets sucked back into PulseChain. So this could be huge. Very, very excited about that. So yeah, we've had a little teasy birdie about potentially aligning it with the Genius Act changes that came in and the stablecoin mega theme. That's obviously it got everyone excited about Ethereum along with tokenization. So yeah, it could be pretty awesome, guys. We'll keep a lookout. We don't know exactly what's going to be said. It could be a timeline. It could be an expansion. It could have extra things there, maybe things like that. So maybe further, I don't know. We're going to find out. That's a few speculations I can make about it, but none of them might be true. Should I just say them anyway? But we got we've got a few things that could be coming out. But in any way, we're getting an update on the beginning of next week. So I won't speculate too much. But that is coming out for next week. So exciting stuff. Pusd Algo, guys. So all those that have been patient as well. Now, we did get a little update, that I wouldn't call it like a project update, so to speak, just an update about, if it does well, then everyone's going to be very happy, kind of a statement. And I do believe that would be the case. So very, very cool. Now, there are a thing called the stablecoin trilemma. And with the third one is an algorithm stablecoin, and we really haven't had a successful one, right? So Terra Luna was kind of a big attempt to that, but this is going to be last time based on model 1.0. It was using miner bots, right? That is a big part of the secret sauce. So we'll see what comes of this in next week. How much stuff we get out of that. So it might be a brief update, just about a few steps going forward. It might be something a bit more juicy about Pusd Algo 2.0 design, funding paths, things like that. So it could be pretty interesting. Maybe they come in with partnerships. They've got partnerships as well. And there's a few things that they could end up angling in there. Maybe they bring up some new novel approach or technology as well that comes out. So there's lots of things that may show up. We'll see. Will it be a simple kind of confidence up, step-by-step update, or will it be something even bigger than that? So we'll find out next week. Pusd Algo, guys, coming. All right, so it's getting fun. Tetra, Signum, Pusd Algo, Vouch, Railgun wallets and Railgun and LilySwap. I mean, it is pretty exciting, guys. So let's get into the next one, and that is, of course, Racker Michelle, man. He's got Coinwell coming, and of course, that's going to be potentially a very big corporate blue chip play. It's going to be multi-chain, but the future is multi-chain, right? It's all about the omni-chain strategy where you suck the value into PulseChain. It's kind of the play. And so we've also got Coin Mafia, right? Which I think must be the new Coinarchy site. Must be that. Might be wrong, but Coin Mafia there. The website official is coming soon. So if we click on that link, we've got launching soon, guys. Launching soon. So there we go. That is coming. Still got the GoDaddy background there. 8 by origin, aristocrat by conviction. Website is coming soon. So looks like maybe this is launching before Coinwell. Maybe Coinwell is going to launch a little bit later. That's interesting. So Coinwell is going to be the full DeFi ecosystem set. We're going to keep a tab on that, and we'll be covering it obviously when it comes out. But I do like the Coin Mafia with the use of the ape, and they do a great job with it. So it could be very good for viral and promotion. And it's all very, very professional looking, very well done. So Coin Mafia coming. So pretty cool. Now, understand that Joshua Wu, one of the community members, influencer in his own right and comedian, is going to be part of this one, looks like. We also got Jean de Beers, who's the CEO of Coinbound, which is running or overseeing, as I understand it, all of these different protocols. That's coming from Racker Michelle. And so we're looking forward to that too. And then Joshua Wu down there as well. And we have seen, like I say, in the Monster thread pictures of them having dinners along with Triple Dad. So, things are on the progress there, which is pretty cool. I think we can all agree it will be pretty fun. So, the apes, everyone loves the apes. So, not bad. So, exciting times, guys. And I really like the videos coming out and the professionalism for the Racker Michelle stuff at the moment. Now, we also hoping that he's targeting a lot of these big US avenues in America. And as far as I can tell, he's the best one to position for that. So we'll keep a lookout for it. Maybe it includes Donald Trump Jr. and their family some way, maybe the digital strategy, maybe the White House connections, Saudi money, of course, all that connected as well. And potentially might lead to PulseChain's first NASDAQ listing, which would be pretty neat if they follow that path. Of course, we know that we had the Hex Investment Trust that was looking to try and get a NASDAQ listing as well. I don't know what the status of that is at the moment, but Hex price is way down, so that maybe they haven't hit the $10 million. Maybe they're well short of that now. And of course, they would. The SEC is gone, so the SEC is not hanging over their heads anymore. So yeah, that is it's a question mark, but maybe Rack and Michelle is going to be the guy that brings PulseChain its first NASDAQ listing. We shall see. He's probably the best candidate that I can think of at the moment. We do know that we're getting a lot more big influencers starting to see PulseChain come to PulseChain. Recently through Internet Money Wallet, we had Matt Wallace with 2.3 million followers. That would make him one of the very top influencers on X. And of course, we've already had quite a few come in that are pretty high ranked in the top couple of thousand influencers on X, like Xavier and Empress and people like that. So we've definitely got people taking the know. We've also had X Spaces run by KR, Execute, and many others that have got large influencers that are not PulseChain in as well, reaching out to non-PulseChain communities. You got to do both. Got to do both, right? You got to inform and encourage and engage the existing community, and you also got to reach out to new communities, right? Both crypto communities and non-coin communities to grow, right? That's all part of it, and everyone gets to participate in doing that. All right, very cool. Excited. Bring it on, Rackham. Bring it on. That's all we can say. So I think we're up to 57 minutes now on the live stream, so it's pretty good. We have got a second live stream coming on in 2.5 hours, so we're probably going to finish here. And looks like we did a good job against those spammers. I know this came out of the blue, didn't they? This came out of the blue. Oh, we got one left there. I see we got one left. I have to hide that one too. Bam. All right, clean that one up there. I got that one. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, everybody. Take care, and we'll catch you on the next one. In only 2.5 hours, we're going to be interviewing RhinoFi. Really, really special team, amazing community, and we're going to deep dive into their recharge cycle 28 and their PLS treasury, and of course they've been preserving that for the comeback on PulseChain, potentially after the ProveX sacrifice, and watch that PulseChain climb. So very, very cool there. Look forward to meeting Danny, Derek, and the team. That should be pretty cool. All right, let's see. You can find that if you want to hit the notification bell on YouTube, you can already see the show there. And if you're on X, that will just pop up in 2.5 hours, and we'll catch you there. All right, hope you guys enjoyed it, everybody. I don't know if I've got my exit out there. No, I haven't got my usual exit out, but we'll play the intro instead. All right, catch you in 2.5 hours. See you guys. Bye.